when we get a look from that vantage point, you can really see how huge the gap is that Birnbaum has. His personal best, 3:37.02. We'll see if he's able to improve upon that.
Like Shalana Yildiz in the women's 1500, Simeon Birnbaum running alone down the stretch in the men's 1500. Over the line with a huge time unofficially of 3:31.68.
If that time stands, it's a new collegiate record and possibly one of the fastest times in the world.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today, as the intro suggests, we're going over Birnbaum versus Marco Langon, a very exciting rivalry in the NCAA this year. What we just saw was Birnbaum breaking the NCAA 1500 meter record. So this is important because Marco Langon does a similar thing, or attempts at a similar thing later, and it just adds to the story. But next, let's look at a clip, a story, a meet, Penn Relays, where things really start to heat up.
Langon, the Philly area Nova Cat, is swinging wide over the NCAA leading 1500 man.
But Simeon Birnbaum was waiting for this. He was ready. Langon digging. Birnbaum and Oregon get it done in the DMR.
And he dials up and hangs up as we see Langon on the ground. What a battle for those two studs. They're number 1 and 3 all time in the 1500.
It was Murphy again who had that previous collegiate record that Simeon Birnbaum shattered.
This picture right here, this is how he celebrated. Let's just have a look at this interview, see what he says about it.
Celebration, because you knew that there was going to be a fight there at the end.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a close race, and second place was calling. I had to hang up.
Just had to hang up. All right, now what else can we expect from the Oregon Ducks for the rest of the season?
I mean, another wheel tomorrow, and then keep on winning from there.
I love the confidence. Where does this confidence come from?
Now, surely after a celebration, a race, and an interview like that, he can't lose tomorrow. He just can't. But let's have a look at the 4x-mile the next day.
Birnbaum is closing. A thrilling finish in the 4x-mile. Villanova, Oregon. Marco Langon in front. And he has done it! Villanova on top!
(16:18.47) for the Villanova Wildcats. 3:55.90.
Drama. That is simply class. Storylines right there. But to see what Marco Langon said about the race afterwards, let's check out this TikTok edit by Mile Repeats. Credit to Mile Repeats for the edit. I did not make this.
And Oregon get it done in the DMR!
Second place was calling. I had to hang up.
Marco Langon in front! And he has done it!
You shouldn't have picked up that hole! You shouldn't even pick up that hole! Can we talk it? We do this for our coaches, we do this for our program, we do this for the alumni. We weren't going to walk out of here in shame, man. We lost the first day, so we knew we had to get back the second day. All of us did. Hey, any of y'all want to come to the bio, y'all going to get ate up.
See ya in my house in June, he says. Well, we can tell he was very trying to be nonchalant with that one. A little bit of trash talk in the Instagram comments section. Well, anyway, let's have a look at Marco Langon's 1500 meter record attempt.
The motor of this last 200, but we saw it a couple weeks ago. What can he do? Marco Langon, the Villanova multi-All-American, awaiting that NCAA title, priming for that very soon. He's got to get there, though. He's got to get there smoothly. You know he will. It's just a matter of how much. Check the time, 3:27, 3:28. Marco Langon gonna run a hot one, 3:32. That is the second fastest time in NCAA history, 3:32.79. Closes in a 55.60. Marco Langon, the Villanova Cat, acting like a dog tonight. And that was a hot one. Second fastest NCAA 1500 in history. Talk about it. And I don't even think he likes it. What a dub. What a finish. But he doesn't have to deal with the noise. I mean, you can tell he's a bit beat up. He's a bit perhaps devastated. If it's not an NCAA record, is it sufficient? Hey, listen.
So obviously, Langon did not succeed in setting a new NCAA record. But what's interesting is after both Birnbaum and Langon got so close and broke the NCAA record, everybody was focusing on the 5K because this is where they'd be racing. Marco Langon did not. He decided to only focus on the 5K, so that is where they would meet up. What's also interesting is that they weren't the only people in the race who were good. They were not necessarily the main stars, both in contention for the win, but many other people just with less storylines. But anyway, let's move on. Let's head to Hayward Field to the national championship and see how things go.
Making a huge move on the turn, going out into lane 2. Birnbaum is charging.
No one's going to catch Simeon Birnbaum as he acknowledges the crowd. Here comes some Ducks into scoring position. I think they're going to get a 6th place. So that would be 12 points for the Ducks out of this 1500, and Simeon Birnbaum gets his NCAA title.
Last year, he was 7th. He said that it was a great learning opportunity. Huge. Not happy with the result, not happy with...
Absolute cinema. Birnbaum, NCAA 1500 meter champion. Wow. Now, let's take a look at the 5K.
In there that have those implications is Chiruyat, who's currently in 5th for Arkansas.
Marco Langon was in exceptional position on the last lap last year. He admitted he visualized the entire race and never at a point thought he was going to lose. There is Haptem Samuel with a response. Here comes Rocky Hansen as well. He moves exactly when Haptem Samuel does.
You gotta cover when they make the move. Samuel in full sprint now. Hansen, who was fresh, coming into this race. Hot pursuit. Does he have another gear? And he's got to be wondering, does Samuel have another gear? Haptem Samuel down the finishing straight for the last time, trying to pull off the double. The junior from Eritrea and New Mexico does it. Wins both titles. Hansen 2nd. Chiruyat of Arkansas will get 5th, so that's 4 points for Arkansas. Ben Shearer not.
So now, as we just saw, Langon did not do as well as he obviously had hoped. But you may be wondering, where was Birnbaum? Why was Birnbaum not up there? And let's watch this interview to find out why.
I mean, I kind of had to convince my coach to even allow me to race, because I think if he had his way, we just wouldn't have raced. It was even like last week, he was like, I don't really think we should even worry about the 5K. Maybe you should just sit that one out. And I was like, I tried so hard to qualify. I just want to go out there, and you never know. Like, I could have had a great day and felt good, but you know, that race I think took a decent amount out of me, and I made a hard move to get up to the lead pack, and we had a couple minutes of the race left, and I knew I was spent. And if I'm not going to score, I just need to get out and rest up and prepare for the next thing.
Well, there you have it. Overall, both very spectacular athletes. They both like to talk the talk. They both do walk the walk, really. One walked a nicer, better walk with a title, a record, but both spectacular athletes. Comment down below who you prefer, and see you in the next video.